All right, I'm back, anatomy people. Let's finish off now our discussion on blood compatibility. So up to this point, right, you should be familiar with the different systems, the ABO system, the RH system, spontaneous antibodies versus non-spontaneous antibodies. All the compatibility stuff applies here. When we get now to this last little section, we call HDN, hemolytic disease of the newborn, HDN. It's a new term. The old term I learned this as erythroblastosis fetalis. I don't think they use that term as much. The old doctors still do. These younger, more current doctors use the term HDN. So HDN is going to be a factor of the RH incompatibility. So if you remember our rule, a RH negative blood can be given to, basically anyone, RH positive or RH negative. An RH positive blood can only be given to an RH positive recipient. So mothers are RH negative and give birth to RH positive babies may become sensitized to CD and E antigens. So say mom who her whole life had never seen RH positive. All of a sudden she becomes pregnant with an RH positive child. So it's a beautiful little baby. But as far as the immune system is concerned, this is something foreign. This is an RH factor that mom's body has never seen. So the immune system starts to mount an immune response to it. Right? So HDN occurs when a sensitized woman becomes pregnant with an RH positive baby. So sensitized, so basically had never seen the RH positive. Now all of a sudden the RH positive is growing and developing inside of her body. There's a little cross contamination through the placental wall, so the placental barrier, blood barrier. So when this starts to happen, literally mom's immune system starts to attack this developing child. Right? Luckily, the first symptoms will start to happen late, very late in the pregnancy for the first child. Yeah? Now, if there is a second child, they say that baby made it, okay, not too many complications. Now, the second child also RH positive. From the first moment of its sort of development, mom's antibodies are already primed, ready. It didn't take them 9 months to figure out what was going on. So now, very, very early in the pregnancy, they start to attack the blood of the individual or the newborn individual there, the newly developed individual there. So erythroblastosis fetalis, right? It's attacking the red blood cells of the fetus. So this can be prevented, right? HDN is prevented through use of ROGAM, which is basically an anti-antibody. And I'll show you a little video on how that works associated with this. But here we have the child, right? So during delivery, RH positive red blood cells from the fetus enter the blood of RH negative woman. So mom becomes sensitized. Mom starts to produce antibodies. And then those antibodies start to attack baby's blood. Right? And again, if this is not treated, if it's not really watched, this again can cause failure in the child and not allow the child to make it full term. So this is why a lot of blood tests used to be performed before people got married. Now, maybe not done, but we have modern medication for this. And again, in the old days, if you talk to old grandmas, like, oh, they had this many kids, but this child didn't make it, this child didn't make it. It could have been possibly due to some of these incompatibilities in HDN. So that, again, very short little end discussion there, but that concludes our discussion on the blood chapter, right? So one chapter down, several more to go, but this should give you a lot to consider for the first exam, right? And I'll be posting some accessory videos, and I'll be giving you more details on what to expect for the first exam. But with that, let me stop here. You'll have a good rest of your day.